And we should be live. Hello, chat. Let's note the Carius Yes Disco stream and Ape stream. So a new match in the cage fight, Disco versus Based Ape. No, we're not fighting. We're watching. We're watching.
I don't know who would win that, to be honest. Wait, hold on. I still haven't gone live yet. Let me just.
I just bite his ankles and he wasn't looking and run away.
Yeah, you probably would. Yeah.
Yes.
You'd headbutt me in the balls.
I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. I'd bite your ankle.
Bite my ankle. Yeah.
Yes.
Try to trip me up.
Yes.
All right. I think I'm live.
I hope you're live. You're not that basic and left it on the standby screen, no?
I have no idea. I managed to boomer it last time. I'm sure I'll find a way to boomer it this time.
I hope you fixed the audio thingy, because
you're right. I don't even need that stupid software.
No, it should just pick up Discord. Unless you're trying to do something super fancy with the audio, you should just be able to use OBS.
Yeah, I think it just picked it up by normally. I don't know why I tried to do it a different way, but there you go.
Hello, Shadow.
If I have any audio problems, let me know.
Yeah, I hope you don't get that again, because it was really annoying. I went and listened to your stream and it was just fuzz.
Yeah.
So
audio is echoey. Yeah, it's kind of normally echoey, unfortunately. I just need to bring this up to my face, and hopefully that's a bit
less
better.
Echoey than it would have been before you got your furniture back in, I guess.
I need to get some like sound cancelling things, because it's echoey because I'm talking directly into a wall.
Need more stuff.
Yeah, I apologize for that. Yeah, I think you start like throwing. You need to hang up like a towel or something.
Katie's not coming in. Right before the stream, he was climbing on the bookshelf, and I just couldn't be bothered with him. So you might hear him scratching at the door, being like, "Please let me in," but he's not coming in. Right. So what have you gathered for us this week? Because I think it's mostly like cross-examination now, isn't it? They've both given their testimony.
Yeah,
now...
it was mostly her trial. Because after you've been talking about it for so long, I decided that I was going to watch it live. And there were so many good bits.
It's amazing. So what's this? What have you got?
So this is at the beginning of the deposition, and it was hilarious because Depp's lawyer was just hammering her. Like, we'll watch it. I think it's 12 minutes, so I think it was the full thing. But he just keeps hammering her over and over and over again. I'll play it and then.
You know exactly why Mr. Depp won't look back at you, don't you?
I do.
He promised you you would never see his eyes again. Isn't that true?
I don't recall if he said that.
One of the last times you ever saw Mr. Depp was when you met him in San Francisco in July of 2016, right?
That was the second to last time I saw him, yes.
And this was after you had publicly accused him of domestic violence.
I got my restraining order before that, yes.
And this is after you had obtained the domestic violence restraining order against him.
That's correct.
Let's please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 1229. For the record, it's at 11:01 through 12:09. I'm going to ask that it be admitted into evidence.
Any objection to 129?
Yes.
I think my chat are hearing it through
you want it entered in its entirety?
you
Yes,
and through your microphone.
1229 entered in its entirety.
For fuck's sake. All right, I'll mute myself.
I don't understand. Is this what you want?
No. Oh no, a hug will save it all. All this, everything we
I just wanted to touch you.
Really? After all the shit you just said?
I just wanted to give
After
you a
all this
hug.
shit you fucking accused me of? You want to touch me?
Please stop me.
Fucking
Please stop.
fucking nuts.
Please, I just wanted to hug you and say bye. I wanted to end
You
that.
did that last night. It's fine. That was good enough.
No,
No, because I'm nothing to you. And I will always be nothing to you.
Calm.
Well, you know,
Hey, Nim.
No, we'll never see each other again. We won't neck. Don't take my fucking glasses off. You don't like fucking looking at not my fucking eyes? You will not see my eyes again.
Oh, so that's where he says
That's you
you'll
and
never
Mr.
see
Depp
my
in that
eyes again
recording.
thing.
That is.
Yeah, so
And this
I
is
was
from when
wondering
you and
about
Mr.
this.
Depp met in San Francisco in July.
I remember even earlier in the trial, I was like, why is he always looking down? Like he's been doing that exact pose the entire time, constantly looking down.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I
so
guess she's always said, like, oh, I like your eyes or whatever. And he's like, you'll never see them again. But
oh yeah,
I
this
don't
is-
know if you caught
yeah,
the Elaine woman, the lawyer for Amber Heard. She mimicked Johnny Depp. She did an impression of him saying, you'll never look in my eyes again. And you could see Johnny Depp just fucking trying so hard not to laugh at the impression. Let me see if I can find it quickly, because it was fucking hilarious.
It may be in this because the video's not over yet, but it may be here. But I just paused it to be like, yeah, I wondered why he was looking down the entire trial. He hasn't once glanced at her, and now I just know that he's being passive aggressive. Like,
Let's see if I can find that quickly, 'cause it's really funny. But yeah, carry on playing.
cool. Casual Goat says, "Turd Zedong." She does look like a bit like Mao Zedong, doesn't she?
She looks like Dr. Evil.
She looks like Mao.
2016, right?
Yes, that's what it sounds like. That was in the hotel. We met once after that as well.
This is after you publicly accused him of domestic abuse.
Yes, and got my TRO.
And he tells you you will not see my eyes again, doesn't he?
Yes, he does in that recording.
And he kept that promise, hasn't he?
As far as I know, he cannot look at me.
I
He
wonder
won't look at
why.
you, right, Miss Heard?
He can't.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first questions your counsel asked you on direct is, why are you here? Do you remember that?
I do.
Let's please play Plaintiff's Exhibit 357A, which is already in evidence, Your Honor. And for the record, it's 2122 through 2140.
Okay. And see what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence. And
Yes.
I know
Oh, there's that recording.
See how many people believe or
Yeah, the infamous one.
That's your voice on that recording, right?
Yes, it is.
And you were speaking with Mr. Depp?
Yes.
And you said to Mr. Depp, quote, you can please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and the judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp, a man, a victim too of domestic violence, end quote. That's what you said, right?
And he did.
I was saying it to the man who beat me up, yes. I thought it was preposterous.
Mm-hmm.
And the man you beat numerous times. Right, Ms. Heard?
I could never hurt Johnny.
Uh-huh.
You're here in this courtroom because Mr. Depp finally told the world that he is a victim of domestic violence.
I know that he is suing me, and has sued other people or corporations that have said that as well.
You didn't think he would tell the world he was a victim of domestic violence, did you?
Thank you, Eurozero.
I found it hard to believe that he could or that he would do that, considering the relationship he and I had. I thought it would be
Oh, I'm getting echo
crazy
again.
for him to do so, knowing what I know he lived through.
Or, as you said to him in that recording, who was going
We're
to
getting
believe
double
that
echo
Johnny
again.
Depp, a man, is a victim of domestic violence, right?
With all due respect, I wasn't saying it because he's a
My microphone isn't even on yet.
He's a man who
I
beat
don't know
me
why
up
we're
for
getting it
5
twice
years.
then.
Mr. Depp is your
It's coming from you twice, because I'm not playing it.
You can hear me twice?
I can hear the audio twice.
Yeah, the end of this cross is brutal. Amber looks like she's finally realized how screwed she is. Yeah, that's
Good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Black 1917 says, "Hi Ape, hi Disco, how's Kitty? Kitty's in the bad books. He's a little brat." Hey, shouldn't have history. Hey, Fuzzy
Yeah,
Butt.
sorry guys. I think you're just gonna have to put up with. Is it my voice that's audio, that's echoey, or is it
No, you're fine, but what you're playing to me is coming through twice with a slight delay on one of them.
It can't be the microphone because the microphone was turned off. All right, it must be on your end because I'm not sure why it would do that.
I don't know, chat.
I'm just gonna blame you. Yeah. Or maybe I can just send you the link and you can play it.
Maybe. Where you'll have to give me the timestamp.
Victim, isn't he?
No, ma'am.
And once he left you, you continued to abuse him publicly by calling him an abuser, didn't you?
He is an abuser, and you can look either of us up online and figure out who's being abused online.
Let's look at some of that.
I love that. Let's look at some of that. In fact, you led me nicely into my next question.
Right, I've sent you the link. Maybe you can play it on yours and it'll be better.
Okay. Let me know if it's not. Where did you send it? There. Open link. What time were we on this? Let me bring this over here. Swap screens. How far through this were we?
5 minutes 7, I think it was.
5 minutes 7. All right. Let me know if it's any better.
No, ma'am.
And once he left you, you continued to abuse him publicly by calling him an abuser, didn't you?
He is an abuser, and you can look either of us up online and figure out who's being abused online.
Let's look at some of that.
Let's look at some of
Mr.
that.
Depp wears rings on every finger, doesn't he, Miss Heard?
That's my experience, yes.
And they're not delicate rings, are they?
Oh, yeah, she got screwed with
No,
this.
they are not.
Every one of his fingers is adorned, your words, big, chunky
Hey,
rings.
Prime Night.
Isn't that right?
That's my experience of him.
And Mr. Depp is always wearing rings, right, Miss Heard?
That's my experience of him.
And you've never known him not to wear these rings.
That's my experience, is he normally wore rings, yes.
So Mr. Depp was wearing these big, chunky rings on every finger. Every incident of abuse you've described to this jury, right?
I can't say for certain it was in every single incident.
But you've never known him not to wear rings, right?
In general, my experience with Johnny is that he wears rings almost all the time.
Uh-oh. She's like, that's not what you said.
Yeah.
So do you recall
This is
giving
where she screws
testimony
herself.
in the deposition in this matter in January of this year?
Oopsie-doopsie.
I do.
Can we please play from your deposition, day 2, 512, page 512, lines 11 through 15?
Oh, is this screen frozen? Hang on. Hang on, I know you're not seeing, you're still seeing Ape screen. There we go. Should have yelled louder.
You said
Blame
he hit
Kat,
you
obviously.
and he was wearing rings, right, Miss Heard? So he hit you with rings on every finger?
I don't know if I've ever known Johnny to not wear rings.
Yeah.
Are you playing it again?
Thanks, Blake. No.
Or are they? Oh, okay, they're playing.
I don't know if I've ever known Johnny to not wear rings.
Yeah.
Ms. Heard, you testified to an incident in March of 2013
Hey,
where
Big.
Mr. Depp hit you in the face multiple times. Do you recall that?
That's correct.
And you testified, quote, you don't know how many times he hit you in the face.
That's correct.
So Mr. Depp hit you in the face multiple times while he was wearing rings on this occasion, correct?
Which occasion in March are you referencing? You weren't
The
specific.
testimony that you gave on day 15 of this trial, March of 2013. You weren't specific as to the day.
There were several incidents.
The one where he hit you several times in the face.
Sorry, just so I understand better, there were several incidents in March. Which one are you asking me about?
The time that he hit you several times in the face wearing rings.
Well, he pretty much.
Well, that narrows it down since he always wore rings, surely.
What are you asking me? Sorry.
I mean,
He was wearing rings.
it seems to have narrowed it down for her, even though she says, well, he always wore rings. And
Well, I'm
he
wondering.
hit me in the face
I'm
several.
wondering if she kind of.
If she
I'm wondering if she's kind of realizing that she's screwed here. Because like, oh, they're asking me about rings and then getting punched in the face.
It does kind of seem like maybe she wasn't expecting this line of questioning.
Oh, it gets better though. It gets so much better.
Rings on that occasion.
I pretty much always knew him to wear rings.
Okay, let's please pull up Defendant's Exhibit 170A, which is already in evidence, Your Honor. You testified that this is a picture you took after that incident, right, Ms. Heard?
Yes, that was one where he grabbed me.
And hit you in the face so many times that you don't remember. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
And there's no injuries to your face in this picture, are there?
Not that this picture.
Yeah, this is brilliant. Like, because apparently she got she got bashed around the face so many times that she passed out, and yet this is what she takes a picture of. I think we discussed this last time. Like, she takes a picture of this teeny, well, it's not the smallest bruise, but whatever, on her arm. It's like, I think she had said that she'd thrown a pot, or she was trying to throw a pot, and he grabbed her by the arm, which is probably what this bruise is. And that bit was probably true. And then she's like, yeah, and then he beat me around the face and broke my nose and blah, blah, blah. And so I was unconscious. Where's the bruises? Why are you taking a picture of this instead of this?
Exactly. Like you would take a picture of her face.
Oh, I've got feedback. I think she had said that. I got me again coming through you. I don't know what you did. Don't do it
Because
again.
I opened your stream so I could see your comments. That's why. And I would have both sets of comments.
I'm like, why don't I hear me? I don't need to hear me. But yeah, like you can see her face here, and she could say, "Oh, well, I'm wearing makeup in it." It's like, but you're documenting your injuries, so you wouldn't be wearing makeup.
Yes. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Just liar. Not even good
There's
at
no
it.
medical records reflecting that you sought treatment after this alleged incident either.
I did not seek medical treatment at this time.
So there's no medical records
Hey, only
reflecting
Dad.
any injuries to your face after he hit you several times,
I did not need to go to the doctor at the time.
despite hitting you several times that you lost count with rings on on his fingers.
That's correct. I did not seek medical attention, other than my therapist.
Yes, because, you know, if I'd just been badly beaten, my therapist is the person I'd go through for medical attention. Obviously.
I went to my psychologist for medical attention.
I mean,
You know
to
what
be
else
fair.
is weird as well? I find it so creepy that like she's not talking to the person who's talking to her. Every
She's
time she
talking to
answers,
the jury.
turns around and faces the jury, but does this like weird like believe me, bro kind of face.
Yeah,
Like,
she stretches her neck. She's
yeah. It annoyed me the entire time. Like, as
She
soon
was
as
doing
asked
it
a
bad
question, she turned
yesterday.
around,
she
looked them in the eye, and then
Yeah, she was it yesterday or the day before? Like the day after this one, she was doing it really bad. Like she'd listen to the question and then she would turn and answer to the jury.
yeah, seems manipulative to me.
Yes. Yeah, I was watching it, I think, earlier. I probably can't play because it's somebody else's analysis of it. But one of the YouTubers I've been watching, like, go through it, he brought someone on who had got into the like, I guess they let so many people in to view every day, and he got in. Like, he apparently queued all night to get in. And he was like, he was actually watching what was going on during kind of these notable moments, and what jurors she was kind of looking at, and like, you know, she's found a few that she thinks are sympathetic, so she keeps looking at them first to see how they're reacting. Very manipulative.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, she doesn't really seem to be in the room at all. She seems to be kind of just very persuasive. Like, she wants to persuade them. And the way she's not even just answering the question, she's looking them like right at them, and then like, yes, that's, you know, it's really weird. I can't describe it properly, but
it's an act.
Yeah.
She's been been rehearsing for this for years, and this is her big performance.
It's a whole like trust me, bro persona. Like, trust me, yes. Oh, keep playing.
Do you mean Uncle of the Bailey? No, his name. He I had it up earlier. His name was like Lawn Woodwork or something. Like he does like both on his channel. Right, I'll keep playing.
Testified to another incident in March of 2013 where Mr. Depp hit you while he was wearing a lot of rings. Do you remember that testimony?
Yes, ma'am.
And you testified you felt like your lip went through your teeth and it got a little blood.
Ooh, Boog. Boog is like, and her performance sucks. No wonder they cut down on her Aquaman 2 time. It's pretty funny. Like,
Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah.
I think she's pretty much been written out at this point, hasn't she? Like, she begged them to not drop her completely, but they just keep cutting and cutting and cutting her script time.
Yeah.
She's just gonna be like, have a cameo walking past by the time she's finished.
Earthman Brick says, Amber Heard needs more makeup. Also, her dress looks hideous. Yeah, it is weird. Like, this is one of the things where I thought like she was copying him again, because it kind of looks like a gray suit.
I'm gonna have to bring up the thing that I brought up earlier, because she looks like Dr. Evil. I mean, tell me that she doesn't.
Evan, Mary, and Donald.
Tell me that she doesn't look like Dr. Evil.
Oh my God. Actually, go back to the video where we're just playing. You should see the top comment on this video. It was Oh no, is it not that one?
I don't know. Well, will you read it out to us? In fact, we'll just...
Oh no, it may not be that video then. But yeah, one of the top comments on this video was, if I had $1 for every time Amber Heard lied, I would have enough to pay her charity obligations.
It's probably. Like, she just... I don't know how she can remember all the lies. I guess...
It looks like Hillary Clinton attire, that's right. It does look like Hillary Clinton.
Student of History says perfection.
Yeah.
The longer she talks, the shorter her screen time in her last movie. Yes. She's... Reality Backhand. Wait, Discordia actually uploads on this channel? I subbed here years ago as a meme. Sometimes I do. Occasionally I pop by.
I was gonna make fun of you that your subs are just doing it for the memes, but I'm fairly sure that's why I have subs as well.
Yes.
They're just doing it for the memes.
Yes.
Damn.
Probably. I mean, they're literally telling us that.
We're just like, you're like, yeah, feed us memes.
I mean, you've spent most of your time that you've had your channel suspended from uploading.
Yeah, I know. I spent like 2 months uploading great videos, and then I got suspended for like 4 or 5 months.
Based is too spicy.
Only just let me back on.
And then you got banned again for a week from streaming, didn't you?
Yeah, for a video that I uploaded months ago. So I'm fairly sure they're just trying to find things to nail me with.
Well, didn't you upload a clip of the WHO and then got flagged for medical misinformation?
Yeah, I uploaded I forgot his name, the head of the WHO talking, and they pulled it down and said this is medical misinformation.
I mean,
it doesn't abide by
Based?
the WHO. I'm like, it is the WHO.
I mean, based though.
yeah. And now I have another strike until August, so I need to behave myself until August.
Yeah, you do. I'm really done with this video.
Memes and Colk. Don't even start Bleach. You'll get banned from. How do I unsub somebody from my channel?
What? I don't know.
Bleach Demon says memes and Colk.
You can ban him from the chat. I don't think you can unsub him.
This isn't good enough.
Berg says that's the issue. She can't remember the lies. That's why she keeps contradicting herself. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's been building upon this for years.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got another. There's another hilarious clip that I found that we're going to have to show at some point of like her deposition. Yeah, but we'll come to it.
Hurry up.
And do you recall?
Oh wait, I've picked up a different bloody video.
Blood on the wall.
Yes, I remember that.
There isn't a picture of you with injuries after that alleged incident, is there?
I don't know if I've seen one. I can't recall. There are a lot of pictures.
You didn't produce any photographs after that alleged incident, did you, Ms.
I don't know if I took one or if it's included. I'm not quite sure which ones.
You didn't show any pictures to this jury after describing that alleged incident, that your lip went into your teeth. You don't remember that, right? You didn't show any pictures to this jury after describing that incident, right?
I don't believe I've seen that picture admitted.
That picture doesn't exist.
I don't know which one you're talking about. We have pictures from March 2013, yes.
The only picture that you've produced and shown to this jury is the one that was just put up on the screen, where you said he hit you multiple times in the face, and you appear to have what is a bruise on your arm, correct?
I believe this is the only picture that's in evidence right now.
That's the only picture you've shown to this jury from March 2013, correct?
I believe so.
Oops.
You testified about an incident in Russia on or about June 26, 2013. Do you remember that?
Yes, that's correct.
You testified that Mr. Depp, quote, whacked you in the face.
That's correct.
And you went to the bathroom after that, right?
I did.
And then, according to your testimony, when you came out of the bathroom, Jerry Judge, Mr. Depp's security guard, who's passed away, pointed out that your nose was bleeding, right?
He did that in the hallway.
And you said you hadn't known that your nose was bleeding until Jerry Judge pointed it out to you?
Yes, that's correct. I was unaware until he brought it up to me. I didn't see it when I was in the bathroom, but I wasn't looking.
So it's your testimony that you went into the bathroom and didn't look in the mirror, which I assume was in the bathroom, to notice that your nose was bleeding?
That's not why I went into the bathroom. I went into the bathroom crying. I don't even know if I paid attention to the mirror. I certainly didn't enough to notice any blood.
And you didn't take any pictures of your bloody nose either, did you?
I did
Hey,
not.
Rosa. Yeah, we're going over the slaughter.
In Russia, though. Isn't that correct?
Yes, that's correct. We had a press.
We're going to get banned for showing a massacre on
Let's please pull
YouTube.
up plaintiff's-
It's true. Like, I'm not sure we're allowed to show a murder on YouTube, but here we are anyway.
Exhibit 1248. Ms. Heard, this is a picture of you and Mr. Depp in Russia, correct?
That's correct.
I'm going to move to admit.
All right, no objection. 1248 in evidence. You can publish.
And this is you and Mr. Depp in Russia for the Lone Ranger premiere, correct?
It was a dinner function, I believe, in promotion of the movie. Wasn't the premiere, if I recall.
You don't have any visible injuries to your face, do you?
That's
None
true.
that you can see.
I don't see any injuries. Like, I love how she's like, none that you can see. Look, if you had been battered black and blue by someone, like, you could put all the makeup on you want. It's not going to get rid of the swelling.
Yeah. And it's great how she brought up the rings first as well, because she's just constantly like, so he beat you in the face with rings on, and this is what your face looks like the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all right, okay.
Like, sure, you could be really good at makeup. You're not hiding the swelling.
Mm-hmm.
So no thieves says, liar, liar, pants for hire.
Pants stands for higher.
Last I checked, public executions are TOS. Yeah, I think it depends who's being executed to whether or not
Yeah. This
YouTube
is
will
well
turn
and
a
truly
blind
an
eye.
I was so looking forward to like her taking the stand because I just knew she was going to trip up, but I never expected it was going to be like this. Like this was just like minute after minute was brilliant.
That lawyer is brilliant.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we're almost at the end. I thought there was more to it.
We're near the end, yeah. We got more, don't worry.
Let's look at Plaintiff's Exhibit 1249.
I think they're just about done with that.
Yeah, there was more to it because she just kept hitting her with the same thing.
Respectfully,
Okay,
that's
claim...
not my question. What's this one?
2. I split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
Oh, this is the money.
Oh yeah. Play this.
This is the money. This is the money that she said, like, I'm gonna donate.
Quote.
That's correct. I made that statement.
Hey?
Like, no, I pledged it.
I pledged it. Yes, that means that you're gonna donate it. No, I pledged it though.
As soon as I got a divorce and we reached the settlement, that's when I pledged.
Pledging all my bills from now on. I'm going to pledge my electricity bill. I'm going to pledge my phone bill. I'm not going to pay it. I'm just going to pledge to pay it.
And then when they send the debt collectors down, be like, but I pledged it.
Yeah, but I pledged it. I use that word synonymously.
Uh-huh.
Like,
that means the same thing, right?
Right then.
Just play it in case anyone
And you
hasn't
say
seen it yet.
this because you, quote, wanted nothing, end quote.
That is correct.
But
I wanted nothing, but I quite happily took $7 billion.
7 million.
Oh, I should bring back up the.
I wanted nothing. The same shit as well. So
You know, I'm totally gonna leave that up.
And that one was
Yeah, this one. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It reminds me of the I'm fucking better than you.
Oh yeah.
Really,
Yeah, it does kinda
it
look like the
strikes
same
me the same kind of style as the I'm fucking better than you.
Alright, let's see this video then.
This one? Yes.
You hadn't donated your entire $7 million settlement to charity at that point, had you?
That's incorrect.
Sitting here today, Ms. Heard, you still haven't donated the $7
lawyer
million
just smiled.
divorce settlement to charity. Isn't that right?
Incorrect. I pledged the entirety of the
Ms. Heard,
settlement, $7
that's
million
not my
to
question.
charity, and I
Ms. Heard,
intend to
Ms.
fulfill
Heard,
those obligations.
Ms. Heard, that's not my question. Please, try to answer my question.
You know what the
Sitting here
question
today,
was. You know.
You have not donated the $7 million, donated, not pledged, donated the $7 million.
I love the zoom that's going on over here.
To charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous with one another. They
not how
are
it
the
works.
same thing.
Ms. Heard, I don't use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard,
That's not how donations are paid. You actually need to
I
pay
do.
them.
I use that synonymously. Yeah, that's totally the same thing. That's what I'm telling you. I'm gonna start pledging my rent from now on and pledging, like, if it's the same thing as paying, then yeah, I'll just pledge to pay it one day.
Chat's pledging me millions of dollars.
Oh, nice.
Well, I hope they're using that synonymously.
If you're not using it synonymously, you're going to end up in court just like Amber.
They pledged to me. Looks like, but I'm poor now.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, again, she turned to talk to the jury, and she just sat there. The lawyers just sat there like, Miss Heard.
That's
Miss
not my
Heard,
question.
Miss Heard, that's not my question. Miss Heard. Yeah, weird.
Oh my God.
respectfully, that's not my question. As of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the ACLU. Yes or no?
I have not yet.
And as of today, you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, correct?
I have not yet. Johnny sued me.
So as of today,
Johnny sued me. Like, it's not my
Yeah.
fault. It's Johnny's fault. He sued me, so I couldn't pay it. And I think she slams her with that as well.
you have not
Yeah, well,
donated.
even that was Johnny's fault. Like,
But I don't know if it's in this video, but I know that she slams her about that as well.
Paid $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill those obligations yet.
And that's because you did want something, didn't you?
I didn't want anything, and I didn't get anything.
You wanted Mr. Depp's money.
So yeah, they didn't show it in that, but she points out like that she'd had the money for like 10 months before she got sued. So she tries to blame Johnny for suing her for her not donating the money, because obviously it can't be her fault. She can't do any wrong.
The money, of course she did.
Of course she wanted the money. Of course she did. What was this one?
You sound like you're also Scottish, man. There's a reason for that. There's a good reason why I sound like a Scotsman.
What's that? What's your
My
excuse?
mum was a Scotsman.
Your mum was a Scotsman. Oh, sorry, 13 months. I'm just going off memory. But yeah, she had the money for months and months before she got sued.
Yeah,
she had plenty of time.
Obviously, it's bullshit. Yeah, she's even trying to pin that on Johnny. Like, it's not me. It's not me. It's not my fault.
Like,
Johnny sued me. Look how mean he is to me.
Like, if she wants to win favorite, like, she should probably have fessed up to that and be like, yeah, I fucked up. Like, I fucked up. I meant to donate it. I didn't. Sorry. Rose is saying she also prevented Johnny from donating it.
Really?
I didn't know that. I thought she got Elon to donate some of it.
Yeah, I thought it was, well, it's suspected to be Elon. It was like a random Vanguard account that paid it. But they think it might have been Elon because it was him she was with at the time.
Yeah. To be fair, it's probably pocket change to him.
Yeah, I think
It's
7
probably like,
million. He's like,
all right,
yeah,
if it'll shut you up.
yeah.
Right, so we've watched this one now. That's a beautiful meme. Oh, I was going to show you this, where she mimics Johnny Depp's voice. So this is Amber Heard's lawyer mimicking Johnny Depp's voice. It's hilarious. And you can see Johnny's reaction. It's just like, okay.
Okay.
Right.
Now, I'm going to start at the very beginning here. You were asked by Ms. Vasquez about why Mr. Depp won't or can't look you in the eye. And she read out, or she played a tape in which Mr. Depp said, "You will not see my eyes again." Do you recall that?
I do.
And that
His
was-
face! Just watch, like, because he's looking down.
Played a tape in which Mr. Depp said, "You will not see my eyes again." Do you recall that?
I do.
And that was
His face.
during the mediation process in July.
He can't help himself.
Objection leading.
First one.
Sustained
Okay.
is the leading.
When was this?
All right, so what I'm hearing is Johnny was going to pay the charity directly, but she got angry about it. Johnny donated the first $200K in installments, and then she made him pay it to her instead because it should be donated all at once, or some bullshit like that. Basically, she wanted the credit for donating it. Right.
Yeah, I was going to say, she wants, because at the time she was doing her whole, like, dressing up like a teenager and storming around at women's protests and stuff, right?
Probably. Yeah, because she was the head of the Me Too movement, wasn't she? Or not the head, maybe, but
Yeah.
like very
She was
high up
literally dressed like a
spokesperson.
teenage girl, yeah.
Okay.
Like, she made herself look as much like a teenage girl as possible, and then just started having tantrums on stage about being abused and stuff. I'm really glad she got her comeuppance, by the way. She's getting her comeuppance, because
Yeah.
that was ridiculous.
I'm going to watch that face one more time.
Do you recall that?
I do.
And that was during the meeting. Not see my eyes again. Do you recall that?
I do.
His face. He's genuinely amused by that. All things considered, I'd laugh too. But it's just funny that she put the voice on. You know, she could have just said, "Is that when he said you'll never see my eyes again?" But no, she's like, "I'm gonna do an impression."
All right. There's also, I need to send you another video because this one's hilarious.
Got for me. Let's get rid of that one.
So you said you didn't know about this one.
Oh, the slipper. I maybe do, but there's been so much stuff.
Yeah, true.
So I'm just
They
gonna.
were talking about her deposition, like way back when this was, 2016. And just look at her face. Just watch her face. It's the funniest thing I saw the entire one of the funniest things I saw the entire trial.
I've actually seen quite a lot of the clips from this, and like she looks so uninterested. Like, oh, I can't believe that you're making me be here. I'm just gonna eat my snacky food. It's like you're like people are listening to you when you've said that you've been abused, and you're the head of this Me Too fucking bullshit. Like, you think you could maybe look interested in telling the story?
Yeah.
If it's not too much bother.
Yeah.
All right, so she slips up.
I didn't want him to find out online that I had or was about to file, or I had already filed for divorce. I wanted him to know verbally. So I was trying to reach him through a third party to tell him. When I say reach, I'm specifically saying I would like him to know information coming from me or coming from Jerry, from me, so that he finds out about the divorce filing or my intention to do so from some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
You can, like...
TMZ, which is hilarious.
Get back in!
Some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
That's great. I actually had heard that before, but I hadn't been like watched it on a like background noise, and so I hadn't seen the body language there where she's like, shit.
Yeah. Well, she tries to disguise it as well. Like, oh no, just rub your face.
I was
Pretend
just
you're rubbing your
yeah.
face.
That's
Let's
great.
do it one more time. One more time.
Hang on. I feel like I want to see it slow motion.
Other than TMZ, which was alerted.
Yeah. She almost went for her mouth and I was like, oh no, just brush
No,
it
that
there,
looks
just brush
even
it
worse. That looks even worse. You can like her brain has just not caught up with what's come out of her mouth at that point. She's like,
Oh my god.
Whoops.
This was like, you thought she was bad acting in court. This was like, mwah, chef's kiss.
I actually hadn't seen the body language there where she's just like, oh. Fuzzy,
Like,
you missed it.
I was like half watching it on a screen over here and then half like playing Factorio or something. And then as soon as that happened, I literally just pissed myself laughing. Like in the middle of an empty room alone. It was literally a laugh out loud moment.
That's amazing. All right, I'm gonna try
To do so from some other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
Whoops.
Every time.
I hope somebody's made that into a GIF.
Oh man.
Ooh, oh, binary. He says pretty much puts to bed whether she got her acting gigs due to talent or dick, doesn't it? Well,
Yeah,
from
puts
what
to bed. I like the.
from what I've heard, like Johnny got her the gig in not Pirates, in Aquaman. She says she's like, I auditioned for it. It's like, yeah, but did he get you the audition and ask him to audition you?
I never. Yeah. Like, I remember that moment, but I don't know if it was like, was it supposed to be been Johnny who got her that role?
Fuzzy, you missed it. Fuzzy's just like, oh, the mouth and dialogue didn't sync. No, Fuzzy. Okay, we're gonna have to put it in slow motion for Fuzzy. Fuzzy's a little slow here, okay? Nobody tell Fuzzy Let's see if
Come on,
Fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
Let's see if Fuzzy can work out what's going on here. It's not that the video is out of sync. Watch what she does.
Other source other than TMZ, which was alerted.
Did you get it, Fuzzy?
So funny. The way she tries to casually play it, like sheer panic, and then just like, oh, play it off, brush your hair, brush your hair. And she gets played this in court as well. The rest of the video is her trying to justify why she did this.
Okay. Let's watch the rest then, because I want to see the cope here. I was just putting my hair behind my ears. That's all I was doing.
You slipped up there, didn't you, Miss Heard?
Yeah, you slipped up.
Yeah, you slipped up.
How did we not
You
hear the
slipped up,
jury
right?
giggling?
How did nobody in the court erupt into laughter?
I'd have got kicked out. Yes, Fuzzy, the body language. When she says TMZ, who was alerted, she realizes that she wasn't supposed to know that they were alerted, and she quickly claps her hands over her mouth, then realizes that makes her look even worse. So then she's like, I was just putting my hair behind my ears.
You let it slip.
I wish that, I don't know if the lawyer actually calls her on the body language. I hope she does.
About that TMZ had been alerted to your filing of the domestic violence restraining order, didn't you?
I disagree. That's not what I'm talking about.
TMZ is the same outlet that you released the video of Mr. Depp attacking the kitchen cabinets the day before this deposition was taken, wasn't it?
I didn't do that. I don't
TMZ
know how
owns
to do
the
that.
copyright.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to
send
leak
a
a
video
video
to
to TMZ. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you
You
don't.
can literally just email it to someone.
I'm sure you don't. I'm sure if a literal fucking, well-known actress contacted TMZ and was like, hey, I've got some scoop on my husband, like, she wouldn't have to try very hard to be to get them to listen to it.
Yeah.
Idiot.
To that video now, doesn't it?
I have no idea what TMZ
Did they pay you for that?
I never got paid for it because I had nothing to do with that.
So they stole the video then? Is that what she's alleging? Because if they
Must have,
own the copyright, then they were sold that video.
Yeah.
TMZ was just lucky in getting the inside scoop to your divorce from Mr. Depp, huh?
I have no idea. That's not my area of expertise. I wouldn't even know how to do that. And also, what does that get me?
Why would it be your area of expertise? What, leaking things isn't your area of expertise? Like, that's a stupid answer. Leaking things is my...
I couldn't figure out how to email a video to someone or whatever it was, court documents or whatever.
I'm just an idiot. Don't ask me.
Yeah. Also, she's speaking, you notice, like, this is another thing I noticed, because you were sending me stuff about, like body language experts, or like...
Yeah, I've been quite enjoying those.
Yeah. Well, my like guilty pleasure is watching these like people who go over like not testimonies, but like what are they called? Interrogations. And they teach you how to spot lies. And what they would call this is theoretical. She's speaking theoretically, right? She was, I would not know how to do that. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
It's not like she's not recalling a memory. I mean, like, no, I didn't do that. It's like, I would never do it.
Yeah, I would
And
never
like
do
that,
that.
that's kind of like weird, like red flags to watch out for. And she does it a lot as well. Like, she does like,
I would
I
never,
would never
do that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that. I don't even know how to do that. Like, yeah.
There's a really great example with what's his name, the cyclist, Armstrong. No wait, yeah, the cyclist who like got caught doping.
And I guess he said, I would never dope.
Yeah, like every single time he was asked about it in the public, he would always be like, "No, I would never do that. I would never do that." There's always like a really like good like example to point to it, because he never ever said, "I didn't do that," because that's how you would answer
Like,
that question.
did you do this thing? I would never do that thing. No, but did you do it?
No, I did not do it. I wouldn't do it. Like, theoretically, I wouldn't.
It's
But
almost
yeah,
kind
she
of trying to
does.
big yourself up, isn't it? Like, you know, I'm offended that you would even ask because I'm such a moral person. Like, I wouldn't ever do it. And it's like, but I'm asking
Yeah,
if you
would
did
you
do it.
ever do it?
We're talking about
Yeah.
a single instance. And I guess just denying that instance doesn't make you look as good as you think saying you would never do it makes you look.
Yeah, it's a red flag for spotting a lie. Because they're not talking about something that actually happened. They're talking about something theoretically that would happen. Anyway, talk to the chat for a minute. I need to go and grab a beer.
Hurry up, monkey!
Yeah, chat, annoy her with questions and tell her
I'm sure
stuff.
chat would never annoy me. So, Fuzzy, did you catch the body language now? I'm just gonna pick on Fuzzy. Surely ex-stripper starlet Amber Heard hasn't met any TMZ reporter. Oh no, I'm sure she's never met a TMZ reporter. Well, she is blonde, I guess. Deniability is her one and only friend right now. That's not even that isn't her friend, because she's muddled herself up so much. He would never have a beer. He would have a beer. Dang, I was here for Monkey. I'm sure he'll come back. Obligatory bully Fuzzy. Yes. It is. In fact, bullying Fuzzy is mandatory in this chat. If you're not bullying Fuzzy, then I'm gonna have to ban you. Bleach Demon, I want a beer. We're gonna get a beer then. Kitty noises. I think Katie's sleeping. You might hear kitty noises later on Kyle's stream because I think we're doing eco there. Because that's a bit more of a chill game. I might be able to have Katie in here. Student history says, judging by her acting right now, she got her jobs by way of the couch.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This is the real reason. The real reason why she was behind the Me Too movement. 'Cause she was on Harvey Weinstein's couch every Saturday.
Oh no. Alright, are you ready to watch the end of this video?
Earthman Brick says, "I'm too aspy to understand body language." Yeah, this is why I like watching it as well, because I'm too like autistic to understand people's body language, so I have to study it in order to like get to know it.
Yeah, but even I could understand that.
Yeah,
even I got that.
that.
That one didn't get past me. It got past Fuzzy, but it didn't get past me. Just a look of pure panic. But yeah, these would be really interesting, like, with the body language experts, because they're like, here we have a cluster where, you know, and she keeps doing this weird thing, like, where she's like flickering her eyelids, like she's trying to process the lie. Eldegusta says she would never go on the casting couch.
No, she would never, no. Never in a million years would I have done that.
My chat's bullying Fuzzy. Good chat. Bullying.
Oh, what's happened to Fuzz?
I told chat that they would get banned if they didn't bully him. Mandatory Fuzzy bullying. Because some student of history says, can somebody with time and actual technological skills maybe meme her on the casting couch? Relevant subtitles though.
I could maybe do that this weekend.
Yes, you should. In fact, I think you should make a video. One of your little meme videos of Amber Heard on the casting couch.
Little meme video for the Lotus Tears.
Yes! Do it.
Yeah, this case is going to be shown in lawyer school. This case is going to be shown in so many schools. Like,
This case is going to be shown everywhere.
lawyer school, police academy. Yeah.
Psychology training classes. Like, this is
Acting
what a
classes.
liar looks like. This is
Acting
how
classes.
not to
This
act.
is not what acting looks like.
Alright, let's watch the end of this video.
Right.
I wanted to leak things about Johnny. I could have done that in a much more successful way, in a bigger way, for years.
Not
and
when
years.
you were extorting him for $7 million.
I got a fraction of what I was entitled to in the state of California, by the way. What extortion?
I got a fraction. I thought you didn't want anything.
Mm-hmm. And don't complain about it then.
I mean, yeah, you're complaining you didn't get enough. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go on that one. I love that picture. It's great. Right. We need to listen to this is the lawyers kind of battling one another, and I want to go back a little bit because you can tell like she's getting fucking pissed off.
Yeah.
Let's just go back a little bit because I don't want to go too far back from the lawyer kind of melting down.
To the defendant, to the plaintiff in this case.
I turned over all of my devices, and they had the Johnny's team had a third
can just
party.
tell
It was
she's
someone they selected
constantly
as a
like,
third party
"Excuse
to
me."
go and pull all relevant documents from those devices, which I handed over.
Do you know how many were handed over?
Hundreds of thousands, I believe. Maybe.
Objection,
many
Your
more.
Honor, lack of foundation.
All right, I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
And what, if anything, did you produce to the plaintiff in connection with your consultation with an ENT specialist relating to your nose?
Objection, leading,
Sustain.
foundation, hearsay.
She's like, just all of it. Just fucking all of it.
Yeah. Just stop talking.
When did you see an ENT specialist?
2017 or 2016 or 17.
And as a result of that consultation, what did you learn about your nose?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I'm not asking her to tell what they said.
Yeah, I'll sustain the objection.
You could just about see like she's blue screening over here.
Like, oh, for fuck's sake.
she's actually blue screening over here.
What, if any, production did you make to the plaintiffs of your medical records with the ENT?
Objection, Your Honor, lack of foundation.
Like every question.
Foundation.
Do you know whether the medical records from your EMT were produced in discovery?
Objection, Your Honor, lack of foundation calls for.
Like she did this constantly, and like she was right because the judge kept holding it up, but it was really funny.
Yeah.
Speculation.
I'm asking.
Overruled if she knows.
Thank you.
Yes.
And do you recall? I'm trying.
I don't think she meant to say that bit out loud. What are you trying to do? I thought you were trying to tell the truth, Elaine. What are you trying? At one point, I actually thought that this lawyer, the one on the podium, was going to come over and slap her.
Yeah, she looks like it. She's like,
Will you stop fucking objecting, bitch? She's like, I'm trying.
I'm trying. What, if anything, did the medical records reflect about your nose?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection.
Do you have injuries to your nose?
Yes.
Please describe those to the jury.
I have.
there you go. You finally got it.
Do you have a nose?
She was literally ready to turn around and walk out the courtroom. Like, she's like, oh, she's stepping away from the podium. Like,
She's like, I'm gonna slap a bitch in a minute. I'm gonna slap this bitch in a minute.
and this is the total opposite. Like, one of the clips I found earlier was the Johnny Depp's funniest things. Although I think we covered this last time. But the lawyer just kept trying to object, and he objected to his own statement, and the judge was like,
"That's your question."
Every time he tried to object, they were just like, "No, overturned. No, overturned."
They're like, that's your question. Why are you objecting to your own question? Binary says, Disco Ape, Rakita Law's guests yesterday were saying apparently hers defense team were annoyed for their pro-female and feminist credentials, i.e. woke. Well, it shows. It fucking shows.
Yeah, of course.
Explains a lot about their competence level, doesn't it? Even before Amber Turd began drilling holes in the proverbial bottom of the boat.
I mean, I think that's the only people on the planet that would be willing to defend her at this point. Like, they have the toughest job cut out for them trying to defend this woman because nobody's on her side. I was going through Twitter, and like even the pink hairs are on our side. Like everybody's against her.
I think they've realized they're like, we don't want nothing to do with that. Give me 2 seconds. It's actually starting to get dark in here.
Nah, no worries.
Entertain the chat for a second.
Speaking of lawyers, have you guys seen the latest dumpster fire from Marvel Disney, the She-Hulk trailer? Yeah, I saw people talking about this. I don't really pay attention to Marvel and Disney because it's shit.
I haven't seen the trailer. I've seen pictures from it. She kind of looks like Fiona from Shrek.
Yeah, some people saying this. Yeah, the trailer's worse. If we have time at the end, we should play this She-Hulk trailer just so you can see how bad it is.
If we've got time before we have to go. Like, I'll finish this video.
It's just badly written crap.
Is there any more to this?
I'm
A bunch of scar tissue.
I'm going to object to the extent it calls for hearsay and lack of foundation and improper expert opinion.
She can certainly testify too.
We'll see where it goes. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a significant amount of scar tissue in my nose.
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll sustain the objection.
What, if any, difficulty do you have breathing?
Objection, leading.
What, if anything? And that does cure on
No, it doesn't. But I'll overrule the objection. Thank you.
Do you remember the question?
I have a significant amount of trouble breathing at night, and I've been putting off having surgery for it.
Now, you were asked about December 15.
I think that's the end of her getting flustered. But yeah, there was just a series there where every question she asked, like, she's like, objection,
Yeah,
objection,
her
objection. And she's like, I want to kill a bitch. I want to kill a bitch.
I was going to say that, yeah. Like her face, she looks like she wanted to slap a bitch.
I want to kill that bitch if she doesn't stop objecting.
You object one more time, I swear to God.
Say you object one more fucking time. You've sent me another one. Right, let me close.
Yeah, so this is the last of my
that?
videos, I think. I have some more, but this is the last one I really wanted to cover.
Okay.
So this is the part where they're showing the side-by-side picture.
Ooh.
Yeah. and then she tries to falsify somebody else's testimony.
That's great. It's fantastic. Why not?
Yeah.
I love how, because in this, there's so many... Oh, I actually wanted to bring that one back up because there was a little bit more near later on, which I'll try and scrub through and find while we're playing this.
Right.
I'll bring this over here. All right, I'll play this one.
I'll play it
Let's go to
from
May.
1 minute 46, because the beginning of it's just...
1 minute 46. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
You testified yesterday. This is another photograph of you on the night of May 21.
That's correct.
And keeping this exhibit up, can we please do a split screen and also pull up defendant 713, which has already been admitted? Ms. Hurd, you testified yesterday. This is also a photograph of you from the same night, correct?
That is correct.
You testified yesterday that the only difference between these two
All right,
photographs is that the light was turned on.
Right. Now, chat, we're going to play a game to spot the difference. Look carefully.
I wish this law and crime Chiron wasn't there, but
yeah, it's just whatever channel
that's
you
literally
picked
the
up.
exact same picture.
Yep.
Like every strand of hair
Yep.
is in
It's in the same place.
No matter where you look, yeah, it's the exact same picture.
But she's also saying, like, oh, the difference is that the light was turned on. And I think she says, like, one of them had, like, the vanity mirror light on, so she would have, like, more lighting around here. Now, the light reflections are in the same place, though. So if she had turned on a really bright vanity light, her whole face would be illuminated, like, would be catching the light. But it's not. She's got... The light is coming from the same direction on both pictures. Like, exactly the same direction.
That's why I'm pointing out her hair as well, because like her hair would have moved if she turned a light on or turned her head. Her hair would move, but no, like her hair is in the exact same position. It's the exact same photo.
Mm-hmm.
Like she really screwed up here because they're going to be able to prove that is the exact same photo.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to prove it, and then they can prove that she's lying.
Then she'd be like, "Oh, I must have just not remembered." Because she's used a lot of words like, you know, she says a lot that she doesn't remember exactly, and but then makes these really, like, solid statements. But then when she gets challenged, and she, oh, I said I didn't really, like, remember exactly, though. It could have been the day after.
Bleach Demon says, cringe Hulk, smash patriarchy. Yeah.
Binary Surfer says, that picture has clearly been manipulated. Frank says, so editing?
It's clearly the same picture.
Like... Fuzzy says, looks like a tint over the same picture.
Like, I wish that bloody Chiron wasn't there, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is just the whatever channel you linked. Yeah.
But even if she turned on a different, even if she turned on a different light, she would have moved her head. Like something would have moved. Her hair would have moved.
Yeah, her hair would have moved, and the light would be hitting her face in different places, because the light source would be coming from a different area.
Yeah.
Appears to be, yes.
Crap.
The light is on both of these pictures, though. Isn't that right?
It looks to me like the one on the left has the vanity light, the makeup lights, you know, the more yellow-hued ones that go around the mirror on, and then the one on the right looks like it doesn't have those.
No, it doesn't.
Isn't it true you just edited these photographs?
No, I've never edited a photograph.
Didn't you just enhance the saturation for one of these photos to make your face look more red?
No, that's incorrect. I didn't touch it.
You were sitting here in this courtroom with Mr. Isaac.
Hey?
Say, I have never edited a photograph.
The thing is, like, because we were talking about this last night.
Statement.
Yeah, huh? I've never edited a photograph. I wouldn't know how.
I didn't edit this photograph. This is the way you would normally respond to that question. Not, I did not. I have never edited a photograph ever. Like, you've never used an Instagram filter. You've never
cropped a photo.
Yeah, she's supposed to answer there. I did not, and I did not edit this picture. Not, I have never edited a picture. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, Bleach Student says maybe she didn't, but someone did.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe her. I think she did.
I think she did. The thing is, like, most apps that take pictures now have some kind of, like, filtering option on them. Like, and even if they don't, there are thousands of apps on the app stores that you can get that slightly edit photos.
My camera does it natively. I can adjust the settings just in the camera. I don't really have to download a different app.
I don't know if mine does or not. I've never tried. But maybe.
Oh, this was another thing I noticed as well. So look at this bruise, right? Look at the picture on the right.
Can we just...
And now look at her in court.
Oh, sorry.
No, just, keep it there. Look at her sitting in court on the right, and in this picture. She looks like she has a bruise on her face. She looks more bruised in court than she does in that picture.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. It looks like she's had cheek implants. It looks like she's had cheek implants.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's quite a ridge here now, which she looks more bruised now because it looks swollen.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look swollen here. There's no puffiness. There's no swelling. For somebody who's apparently been bashed around the face, like, there's...
Yeah, I just remember thinking, like, this is how her face looks. She just has high cheekbones. Like, even in court, where she's not alleging she's just been battered around the face, she looks even more bruised on her cheek than she does in the picture. But I get it. I get that it's lighting, but it just, like, when I was watching it, that I noticed that. I was like, she looks the exact same as she does in court right now.
Fuzzy says he can't unsee it now.
Yeah, I know, right?
She, like, this is quite pronounced now. Oh, got a super chat.
That's just how she looks.
Cesaria. The tip $10. Payday equals share day. Thanks for the many laughs at work right now, Disco. Well, you're welcome. I hope we don't get you in trouble for giggling while you're supposed to be working. If we do, just show them the...
Yeah, so just show them and they'll be like, oh yeah, that's funny.
Oh, yeah. Justified. In court, she looks more swollen. Yes, she does. Maybe it's all the trying to squeeze out fake tears. Right, we had more of this, did we?
You were sitting here in this courtroom when Mr. Isaac Baruch testified to seeing.
Oh, this is when she tries to falsify someone else's testimony, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
You the week after May 21, 2016, correct?
I was here.
Mr. Baruch testified that he saw you on May 22nd while you were changing the locks of your penthouse. Do you recall that testimony?
I do. I just don't know if he was right about the date, but I do remember him saying that.
Testified it was his birthday, the day after his birthday.
I don't know if he was right about the date. He maybe has a terrible memory. Mine, of course, is impeccable. It's like, no, it was the day after his birthday. That's why he remembers the day. Oops.
I believe it was.
Mr. Baruch testified that he saw you repeatedly in the days following also, correct?
That's correct.
And Mr. Baruch testified that he saw no marks or injuries on your face, correct?
See, she's doing this a lot. This thing we were talking about earlier, where she watches... She watches the lawyer ask him a question, and
Mr.
then
Baruch
she
testified
answers
that he saw you repeatedly in the days
to the
following
jury.
also, correct?
Yeah,
That's correct.
It really bothered me when I was watching it. I was like, just speak to the person who's speaking to you.
Yeah, because I know the lawyer is over here, right? I know she's over there,
Yeah.
because that's where you're looking when she's asking the question. But you answer in this direction.
Yeah. And she does it with like a smile and a nod as well. Like trust me, like nodding, like yes, that's the yes.
That's not... I don't know. I guess it's somewhat difficult to ignore the jury when you know that they're the ones that are going to make the decision. And
Yeah, but
you
it
could
just
understand,
feels like-
glancing around every now and then to kind of like acknowledge them or see how their faces are looking. But it's very
deliberate.
pronounced. It's very deliberate, where every question is answered directly to the jury.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It seems like she's trying to convince them. So, I mean, obviously she's trying to convince them, but like
yeah.
trying really, really, really hard to convince them.
Yes. Almost like it's a performance.
And Mr.
The
Baruch
lying
testified.
snake did that same thing in the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, kept turning to the jury. Oh yeah, the Grosskreutz guy. Yeah, he was doing the same thing. He kept talking to the jury. Maybe it's just something people do, like, subconsciously, but I just couldn't stop noticing it when I was watching it. It just seemed...
This is not subconscious. Like,
Yeah.
this is a very deliberate act. She's trying to make eye contact with the jury. And as I say, like, I don't think you could stop yourself looking around at them knowing that they're the ones making the decision, but she's totally ignoring the lawyer, the person who's actually asking her the questions. I think unless she gets annoyed, if she gets annoyed and when she gets nippy, I think she looks at the lawyer.
Yeah.
Elder Gusto says, it's training from the lawyers to look at the jury, but you're supposed to do it naturally, not obviously. They probably say, like, acknowledge the jury. In the same way as if you're making a presentation, you're supposed to occasionally kind of look at the people you're talking to and not kind of like down like this. But, like, if you're just staring somebody in the eyes, they're going to be like, all right, you're kind of weird. Like, can you stop?
But yeah, she might have been coached to do that by the lawyers. Sorry, I haven't slept well this week. I can't think of words properly.
Poor man.
Yeah, she might have been coached.
Maybe.
She might have been coached by her lawyers, but...
Well,
it
you'd
just
think
seems
being
too
an actress, she'd be able to manage to
do it a little bit more
do it
subtly.
naturally,
Mm-hmm.
testified that he saw no marks or injuries on your face, correct?
That is what he's testified to.
You were also here in this court when Mr. Sean Bett testified to seeing you on the evening of May 21, 2016. Is that right? You were here.
That's correct.
Mr. Bett also testified that he saw no marks or injuries on your face that evening, correct?
I realize that's what he said.
You were sitting here in this courtroom when Officer Melissa Sines testified by deposition about being called to the Eastern Columbia building on May 21st, 2016, right?
I saw her testimony, yes.
And you heard Officer Sines testify that she did not see any injuries on you that night, correct?
I heard her testify she did not consider this injured.
No. Miss Officer Sines testified.
No. That's not what she
No.
testified to. No.
That she met with you and she did not see any injuries on your face. Isn't that correct?
She did not consider this injury.
Miss Heard, my question is a bit more nuanced.
So is my answer.
All right.
Oh, they're off up to the lawyers, up to the judge's bench.
I love that like motherly tone in her voice, like Miss Heard.
No.
No. Miss Heard?
No. Answer the question. No. All right, can we skip past the silent bit? Yeah.
My question is more nuanced. You sat in this courtroom while Officer Sines testified that she saw you the night of May 21, 2016, face to face, and didn't see any injuries on your face. Isn't that correct, Miss Heard?
I believe she was testifying about these photographs, and she said that I was not injured in them.
Is it your testimony under oath now that Officer Sines testified that she saw injuries on you when she saw you in person on May 21?
Sorry, let me clarify. I was testifying that I know that that's what Officer Sines said, that she didn't consider my red, puffy face injured. That's what she said.
The red, puffy face, that was your counsel's question, correct?
That was
She
her
said-
testimony in the UK.
That's incorrect, and you know that, Miss Heard.
Oh, caught lying.
Oh, Mommy's gonna spank you.
Do you know what? She is trying so hard to control herself right now because I suspect that she's not often told no. And when she's told no, she probably flips out. And she knows she can't hear. That she flips out, it's over. And she's not happy.
That's one of the other clips that I have as well. Is like as soon as she comes off the stand, she storms out of the courtroom. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did. Like, straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it. I will need to.
Immediately.
I don't know if it's in this video or not, but it'll be in the other one. That after this, like, there's this really sweet moment between Johnny and the lawyer where they're just like, "Yay!" And I guess it was as she was fucking storming out. They just have this fucking like really sweet hug where he's like, "Yeah, thank you. You did a fantastic job," and she's just beaming. And for her, it's just like stomp, stomp, stomp. That expression is the cat being chased by a spray bottle.
No, don't spray me.
There is some self-control going on here because she wants to bite.
Yeah.
If she bites, it's over.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree. Well, you can disagree with the truth all you want.
She's trying to falsify somebody else's testimony. Like,
In that case,
no,
just
this person testified.
just fucking say, I don't remember what she justified. Like, I don't remember what she testified.
It's just inconvenient for you that Officer Sines didn't see injuries on you on May 21, 2016.
It is inconvenient, yes.
Doesn't matter
right?
what's convenient for me.
Right.
Right.
Officer Tyler Haddon also testified in deposition about being called to the Eastern Columbia building on May 21, 2016, and he also testified no injuries on your face on May 21, 2016. Isn't that correct?
They both said that they did not consider me injured.
They did not see injuries on your face on May 21, 2016. Isn't that what
She's
their
trying
testimony?
to change it. Like, what they have
She's
said
trying to
is
put
no
words in her
good for
mouth.
her. So she's like, no, twist. This is what they meant when they said that. It's like, no,
Yeah.
they know what they meant. They said you weren't injured.
Well, they testified to it, so that's literally their word now in law. So, yeah.
So everybody's a liar but Amber. Like, everybody. The police that showed up, liars. They all just lied under
incorrect.
They all just lied under oath. Amber is the only one capable of telling the truth.
They were just mistaken. They were mistaken. They didn't consider it an injury, even though it was an injury.
Psycho Dad says, Judge, you're guilty. Amber, I disagree.
To be honest, if that happens, I would not be surprised. That would just be par for the course.
Do you think she'll flip?
I don't know.
Like,
I
if
have no idea.
if it comes back where they're like, no, we find in Johnny's favor, do you think she's gonna flip out in the courtroom?
She might do. I mean, I think she's not going to take it well.
No.
She won't take it well at all.
No. The question is, will she hold it together long enough to get away from the cameras? Or will she just start smashing things?
Just start smashing the computer, just throw it at Johnny's head. You son of a bitch! I want my 7 million.
She's gonna be a lot poorer than 7 million down if he wins. Right, let's see.
It
what
was.
this is.
What their testimony is that they did not consider what my face looked like to be injury. They didn't consider what they walked on in the house damage, but it was.
You were sitting here when Officer William Gatlin testified by deposition about being called on May 21 to the Eastern Columbia building, and he also did not observe any injuries on you, did he? And that's what he testified to.
He didn't even know which one I was.
No, I think we all saw on video camera you identify yourself. Isn't that correct?
I had to because of how far away he was. He didn't even know who he was.
But
there
after
to
you
see.
identified yourself,
He
looked
doesn't
at
know
you.
who he's
Isn't that
talking to.
correct?
From a distance.
Do
yes.
you know who I am?
He didn't see any visible injuries either, did he?
I don't know what he saw.
He testified that he didn't see any visible injuries, did
I
he?
would believe that he didn't. Yes.
You were also in this courtroom when Alejandro Romero, who worked at the front desk at the Eastern Columbia building, testified about seeing you on May 25th, 2016. Isn't that correct?
That is correct. I think he said the 25th.
Yeah. And Mr. Romero testified that he didn't see any swelling or bruises on your face when you were talking to him at the front desk.
He wouldn't have.
No, he wouldn't have, even though he had a...
What was that little smirk?
The 25th.
Yeah. And Mr. Romero testified that he didn't see any swelling or bruises on your face when you were talking to him at the front.
What's this?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
We all know that he's wrong though, because that doesn't work out very good for me. Mr.
Yeah, he
Romero,
wouldn't have.
Are you gonna trust that guy?
She's like, he's gonna get it later.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Desk.
He wouldn't have.
No, he wouldn't have, even though he had a habit, because his parents taught him correctly, to look into someone's eyes when speaking to them. Isn't that correct?
I know that's what he testified to, yes.
You testified yesterday that you sought a temporary restraining order on May 27th, 2016, because you wanted to change your locks. Do you remember that testimony?
Yes, I do.
Those locks were to the penthouses at the Eastern Columbia building. Isn't that correct?
That's correct.
But you changed the locks to the penthouses on May 22nd, 2016.
I attempted to.
That's why you felt comfortable having James Franco over the evening of May 22nd, 2016 , Ms. Heard?
I do not know when...
Have we got that video?
I do not know when James came over.
Okay, let's remind you. Please pull up Plaintiff's
Let's
Exhibit
remind you.
304, which is writing evidence, and play...
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, I don't think it's in this video.
Oh no! Oh, we have to find this clip. That was one of the best parts. I totally forgot about this.
From 254 through 439.
Oh, here we go.
Witness.
This might
Yes.
My question is more nuanced. You
that's
sat
a
in
bit
this courtroom. He testified that he didn't see any visible injuries. Did he had a habit, because
I do, yes.
2016 because
What's
Franco
it?
over the evening of May
Here we
22nd,
go.
2016.
So,
was heard.
right, who is this James Franco person? Explain this to me. Now, I'm
You don't know who James Franco is?
judging by the video, I have a good idea what they did, but like, who is he?
You don't know who James Franco is?
No.
He's an actor. He's like a really famous actor.
Should I know? What's he in?
He's
Actually, probably wouldn't even have.
He's
heard.
in like Geeks and Gamers. He's in Pineapple Express. Like he's kind of like the Seth Seth Rogen. Yeah, you know Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill and all that kind of gang. He's like friends with them.
Heard of Seth Rogen.
Yeah, he's like friends with them lot.
Right. Okay.
Because they were all in some like when they were teenagers, they all got famous from the same show called Geeks and Gamers.
Right.
I think. I don't know. I didn't watch it, but like yeah. They all ended up doing movies together, growing up, because they all got famous off the one show, I believe. He was the Green Goblin in Spider-Man.
I'm not really much of a movie person.
Oh, he was the Green Goblin's son. Oh wait, no, then he became the Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man. He's like Willem Dafoe's son.
I mostly play video games.
Google him. You must know his face.
All right, let's Google him.
He's known for being quite handsome.
What's his name?
James Franco. Yeah, there you go. Number 1. You just have to type James and his name comes up.
Nope.
You don't know his face?
No.
Okay, well, all you need to know is that he's a famous actor.
Okay. I'm not very good with movie stars.
And the girl is
To be fair,
like him.
I didn't even know who she was until she started with this bullshit. So she invited him over.
I do not know when James came over.
Okay, let's remind you. Can we please pull up Plaintiff's Exhibit 304, which is already in evidence, and play from 254 through 439?
I guess that's her going down in the lift?
Yeah, I think this is her going down to meet him.
Right.
She looks like she just got out of bed or something. Like her hair's a mess and she's in like a nightgown.
Oh, there we go. Here they come. So I guess that's him.
Yeah. Okay, pause a second. Their body language here is so weird. Like he immediately goes over to like the corner and like faces down.
I think
and
he
she
knows.
like turns away from him and then like backs into him. It's like
I think
really weird.
they know there's a camera.
Yeah,
look,
possibly, yeah.
They come in, like... They come in, she has her head down. He's wearing a hat with his head down and then turns his back. Like, they must know there's a camera in there.
Yeah, that must be what it is then.
And if you're, if you're trying to sneak around... If you're trying to sneak around because you think, your husband's gonna find out that you had your boyfriend over, you might want to keep your face away from the cameras. But even then, like...
Yeah, that must be it then. Because I was like, why are they doing that? Like, he kept his head down and he's at like, the other side of the elevator.
He's avoiding the camera. He knows where it is. Which means
she,
that this was planned. They must have planned this. Or have done this before and know where the cameras are.
She like doesn't show her face and then backs into him. It's weird.
Because she doesn't want to be seen on the camera.
And then they have like a weird head cuddle thing.
Away from the camera.
Mm.
Yeah, they're avoiding the camera. They're absolutely avoiding the camera.
Yeah, what's the time? Like
That's
11
you and
p.m.
Mr. Franco on May.
Yeah. 11 p.m.
That's you and Mr. Franco on May 22nd, 2016, right, Ms. Heard?
That's correct.
And you're taking him up to the penthouses, aren't you?
That's where I lived, yes.
And it's past 11 p.m. at night, isn't that right?
I'm not quite sure of the time. It looked like that.
Why don't we pull that video back up? $22:51.
Yeah.
Almost midnight, right?
Almost
That's,
midnight.
Or, excuse me, almost 11 o'clock at night.
Almost, yeah.
Exactly.
She's like, see, it wasn't after 11. Exactly. It's like, yeah, that's nearly as bad. Like,
It only counts if it was after 11.
why are you having a late night, like taking this man up to your
Yeah.
apartment,
Acting really shady in the
acting
lift.
weird, hiding
the
from the
elevator.
cameras, like having this weird cuddle going on? Like, why are you
Yeah.
doing that at night?
You knew Mr.
Yeah.
Depp was out of town the week of May 21, 2016, didn't you?
I don't know what I knew of his schedule at the time.
Oh,
Wait,
come on.
wait, wait. Rewind that. She panicked there. Look at her. Look at the way she reacts to that. She reacts to this like it's a direct accusation.
Okay,
She
hang on.
panics.
Alright, I'm watching.
Play.
May 21, 2016, didn't you?
Yeah. You knew your husband was away.
No. Like, there's no way you don't know your husband's away. Like, there's no way you don't know that your husband is going away for a week.
Yeah. I remember the first time I saw that as well. I noticed the panic in her face when she said that. Like,
Not
you knew
quite
your
as
husband
bad
was
as.
away and you were, right? Yeah, almost though. This girl is so bad acting. She cannot hide her shock. She can't hide her shock.
Yeah, she just about jumped out that chick.
I don't know what I knew of his schedule at the time.
You knew Mr. Depp was out of town on May 27th when you went to get the domestic violence restraining order, isn't that right?
I don't know if I knew that at the time.
You knew Mr. Depp was heading out on a European tour that week, isn't that right?
So he was leaving the country. He hadn't just fucked off down the pub for a week. Like, he was traveling internationally.
He's in a different continent.
I
yeah.
have no idea what my husband's schedule was. Come on, bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what I understood of his schedule at that time.
You knew he wouldn't be back from...
Binary Surface says, oh yeah, I invite female friends all the time over after 11 p.m. to my apartment, cuddling and hiding from cameras, etc. It's entirely normal. Mrs. Binary would have no issue with it, cough cough.
Yeah, I think Mrs. Binary might you're gonna be sleeping on the couch for a long time.
I don't think he's sleeping outside with the dog.
But how you must know that your husband is on a different continent at the time.
Yeah, you would know.
You can't pretend to deny that.
Like, she would know if he was going away for a week anyway. But like, I guess she could be like, he's a big movie star. Sometimes he just fuck off for a week on a bender or something and didn't know where he was. But like, if he's leaving the country, that's planned. She would know.
Yeah.
Bullshit, she didn't know. Binary Services, like most narcissists, Herd's emotional control is functionally zero. They almost all need external regulation of their emotional state, hence why they're so needy.
Yeah.
For weeks, right?
Yep.
No, that's incorrect.
Let's go back to that recording. It's Defendant's Exhibit 598. You testified that you and Mr. Depp were in the car outside of his studio. Is that right?
Yes.
And you were trying to prevent him from going into his studio to do drugs, right?
Yeah, to effectively start another cycle.
Right. Not that Mr. Depp was just trying to go into his house to see his daughter, right?
His daughter might be one of the people that was in the house at that time, but that's neither here nor there. That wouldn't have
testimony is now,
prevented him
Mr.
from entering a cycle.
Your testimony is now that Mr. Depp does drugs in front of his children?
Well, first of all, I know he does. Second of all, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have stopped him from
I
using
wanna
with
see a
his
cat
friends,
fight
which
between
is the
these.
problem, not whether or not his daughter was there.
Let's play, please, defendants 598 at 4948 through 5035. 5035.
I can't not see the cheeks now.
I'm itching. I don't want to
right?
be doing this. I want it just to, why don't you just say, okay, baby, I understand. I'll go home and you do your thing, hang out with your daughter, and then I'll see you in a couple hours and we'll talk about it. Is it that difficult to say that? Or you just fucking hate me and you want to be shitty about it? Please. Just fucking, it's not that difficult.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh, did you see this one? The suck my dick one, where she's just laughing uncontrollably, which is just like, I sent this to you at the time, didn't I? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? She's just
I was watching this
screaming.
live actually, and I would just listen to the part. Well, it wasn't live, but I was listening to the testimony afterwards. And yeah, like it just, I couldn't stop laughing at them, just like drunkenly yelling at each other. You suck my I'll suck your I'm not gonna suck your dick. You suck my dick. No, you.
And then she just starts fucking cackling.
Yeah.
Ms. Heard, you remember during Mr. Depp's examination a number of, quote, I hope to God...
Remember what exactly I could hear of that recording? I remember I heard myself make a mention of Jack's new stepfather. I can't recall.
Jack is Mr. Depp's son, right?
That is, I suppose.
Find the recording.
Let's listen to some of what happened before you said that.
You find out
to
about
Mr. Depp. If we
Right,
could please
let's
play
listen to this.
Plaintiff's Exhibit 397, which is already in evidence. And for the record, it's at 3504 through 3547. And then the next clip is 3635 through 4308.
I will not listen to the whole thing. It's kind of long. I think this is a bit where she's laughing.
Your
own.
Everything's fine, so it doesn't go your way. And when it doesn't go your way, I'm in trouble. And you know what? I don't need you. I don't want your kind of woman. I don't want your kind of woman. I don't want your kind of woman. On my path. Suck my dick, please.
Like he's trying to talk to her, and you can just hear in the background. She's just like, "Suck your dick." So it's like, "Suck my dick," and it's like, "What? What are you? Are you mad?"
I mean, it just descends to them yelling at each other. Just suck my dick. No, suck my dick.
She gets worse as the recording goes on. Oh, Kibbs is gonna be late, Squealy. Okay, we'll go on a little bit late then. I don't want to. Why is Kibbs gonna be late? What's he done? I want to get to the bit where they're yelling though. What do you say?
What time are you supposed to go for your other stream?
It was gonna be 10, but apparently Kibbs is running a little bit late, so we can go over a few minutes.
I wish I fucking hadn't. I wish I fucking hadn't bought into any of your fucking lies, your bullshit, your sober fucking presence, your fucking goodness, your sweetness, all the lies. I wish I hadn't bought into the months of you being you. I wish I hadn't bought into the promises. I wish I hadn't fucking thought I could have kids with you. You're a fucking kid yourself. I wish I hadn't bought into any of the lies you sold. Talk about fake bill of goods. You're the biggest fucking, you're the biggest fucking seller.
See, this was one of the big things for me. Like, if you're standing in front of someone who is violent, like short-tempered, who regularly beats you to a pulp, you are not gonna stand there and be like,
"Oh yeah, you don't talk shit to them like that."
Like, you know, she's taunting him, she's mocking him. If he was like that, there's no way he wouldn't turn around and lamp it.
I mean, she literally said that she was scared of him, and all this stuff. You're clearly not that scared if you're willing to talk shit to him like that. Like,
That's not
you
somebody
don't talk
who's...
shit to someone like that who you're terrified of.
Yeah, that's not somebody who's afraid of the person they're talking to.
Yeah, or the consequences of saying something like that to someone.
You would have in the back of your mind, like, all the times that he's attacked you.
Crazy. Yeah.
Knowing that, you know, apparently he not only beats her, he also sexually assaults her when he gets mad. Like, she would not be taunting him.
Possibly broken bottle.
You would not be taunting him. You would be trying to placate him, or you'd be trying to get away.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be off in his face like, you're this, you're that, you know, with this mocking fucking tone she's got going on.
Unless she's trying to provoke him, unless she wants like more evidence or something like this, and she's trying to get him to hit her.
Maybe,
like I've seen women do that. Like, yeah.
But even then, like, if you were to taunt somebody like she claims he is too hard, you might end up recording your murder.
Yeah, that's a risky game to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she's clearly not that
Talk about
scared of him.
presenting yourself as
I
something
did
you're
myself
not.
the fake.
Suck my dick.
Good.
Suck my
I
dick.
fucking you've left nothing, and I've left
Suck my
everything.
dick.
So suck your dick.
Yeah.
Which is probably your next move. Because it's what you fucking need. No, I don't want to suck your dick. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Psycho Dad said, hell, I would slap her, and I don't normally slap people.
Yeah.
We'll go get it, man. Huh?
Fucking fuck yourself. No shit, I don't. Suck your dick.
I don't want to.
She's like, suck my dick. He's like, I don't want to suck your dick.
I don't want to suck your dick. It's not as nice as mine. But yeah, I mean, like if you literally heard her say this, and then you just immediately heard like a slap, like you wouldn't even be like, oh my god, you'd be like, yeah, that's what happens, bitch. Like,
deserved.
You talk to someone like that, you get slapped. Like nobody would.
Yeah.
The whole courtroom would just be like, yeah, you deserve that.
It's not really true.
Actually, kind of is.
It kind of is? What are you talking about? You mean what's Oh, what is it?
No, I'm sure Rochelle's available. Call her up. I'm sure she's available.
Here we go.
Maybe she is.
I'm sure she is.
We'll see.
I'm sure she is.
I'll let you know.
Oh, I'm sure she is. For her yoga blog.
She sounds fucking insane.
That fake laugh is too much to take.
No, I'm sure she's...
That fake laugh is so disgusting.
I'm sure she's great. I'm sure she's great.
I'm thinking that you've been giving me some of the best performances in the
No,
fucking
you're
show.
right, I don't. It's all about performance.
It's about performance. How am I? I don't regret. I don't regret.
What else? What else that you do? Oh, come on. Be Come on. Lay it on me. What else? What else other things do you want to add? You fucking life. Because you what? Oh, no, I want to know. I want to know.
Get out your Ubers out.
Dude, what's that slap then?
You go get it.
What? Which bit?
Rewind it. I thought I actually did hear a slap there.
Rewind your fucking life. Because you what? Oh, no, I want to know.
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
Come on. Lay it on me. What else? What else other things do you want to add? You fucking life. Because you what? Oh, no,
Yeah, you hear that?
I want to know.
Yeah, but neither of
Or
them
maybe
stop
like a
talking.
Zippo.
Maybe she does like this, like, come on. Like where she's just kind of
Yeah.
emphasizing the words, because neither of them take a pause in what they're saying as if they've just been hit.
Yeah, fair enough.
I want to know.
Get out your Ubers
I'm
out.
kind of waiting. You go get it.
Yeah, I'll be in.
Wait,
And I do get the feeling that given she's recording, and I think she's the one recording this, that if there had been a slap, that she would have suddenly been like, ah, and started playing that out
Yeah.
for the recording. So
I mean,
yeah,
no, I mean, like maybe she slapped him.
yeah, but I think he probably would have, said something like, "Your hands off me" or something.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
think
No,
probably
you're-
she probably was just emphasizing the words.
Yeah, maybe.
No other place for you to run in your 15 other houses to go run. Come on, go be a real married man and go deal with your shit the way that a man does. Go run to the next house. Every man does.
Yeah.
Go. Run away. I know it's hard to look at yourself.
Fucking ridiculous plan.
It's
Your
hard.
panic fucking plan.
It's hard. It's hard.
Screwing everybody else over to get
You're
your
right.
fucking.
I tried.
get what
That's
you
what I
want.
do.
You're the most spoiled fucking brat. And you got everybody out here almost full, but it don't last long.
You're right.
I've
I'm
been
sorry.
here a lot longer
You're
than
right. You got it
because
figured out.
You don't have. Figure out what you have to offer as opposed to going out and get your tits out.
You're right.
What was that? I missed it.
He tells her to figure out what she has to offer instead of going out and getting her tits out.
Nice. Yeah, I noticed like she always like
Thought
she
has
always
been
likes to
patrolled.
kind of, like, demean his manlyhood and stuff like that as well. Like, oh, go be a big man. Go be a man.
Oh,
with man.
oh, you're such a big man, doing the right thing, running away from me. Okay. But yeah, he tells her to stop getting her tits out. It's like, thought has been patrolled.
Stop getting your tits out.
Going out and get your tits out.
You're right. That's what I do.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
London Field is excellent.
You're right. You're right.
Excellent choice.
Back to that. Well, I wonder what we else. I wonder what else we can reach for in the last 60 minutes. Oh no, it was 4 years ago. You're right. I'm sure there's other things you can find.
Go loud.
No, I'm not laughing.
Or, no, matter of fact,
I'm
laugh
not
here.
laughing. I'm not. It's serious. I'm sure you can find other things.
I know. And stripping. Well, there's always that. You can
You're
always
right.
go back
You can
to
write
that
a book.
for
You can
another-
write a book.
for another
I
10
know you
minutes.
can write a book. Oh, is this gonna be good for your book? Oh, should I have you sign an NDA for your book?
Yeah, IDW says she's lucky he isn't violent. Pick the wrong guy to treat like this and she'd be dead in a ditch. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, she's not afraid of this guy. In that clip, she's not afraid of him. You would not. I mean, most people wouldn't talk to someone like that anyway. But you wouldn't be taunting someone if you were afraid that they were going to turn around and hit you.
Yeah, and especially because she was claiming that like he was trying to kill her at one point as well. He was trying to kill me, and they made it really emotional. And it's like, well, you don't talk to somebody like this if you think they're going to fucking kill you.
No,
or
you try everything to
drag you
keep
around
the
the house by your
peace.
hair.
You try everything to keep the peace.
Yeah.
You're certainly not going to do this. You're trying to
You'd either
avoid
be trying to
conflict.
get away.
You're trying to avoid things escalating, or for them to perceive any kind of reason why they would start up again. You want to play
you'd either
Satan.
be
You would not
trying
be
to get
doing
away.
this.
Yeah, you'd either be trying to get away or try to get somebody else there to witness it or protect you.
Or you would be trying to play Satan. Like, no.
Or trying to calm them down, yeah.
Book. Is this gonna be good for your book? Is this gonna be good for your book?
Binary surfaces. Nobody taunts Mike Tyson like this. Let's put it that way. I kind of want to see Amber taunting Mike Tyson like this. I want to ship Amber and Mike.
Yeah.
I'll write what I want. I'll write what I want.
She sounds bonkers. Does she not just sound like she's fucking lost the plot?
She sounds like she's shit-faced. She must be shit-faced. And he's also kind of slurring as well.
Maybe.
So I'm assuming this was like during one of their nights when they were like both
Maybe.
high as fuck.
Maybe, but she just sounds
Or
mental.
drunk as fuck.
She sounds mental.
And this is them just going off at each other. Yeah.
You know,
I think that's what it is. Because she sounds maniacal. And he sounds like really stumbling over his words.
Yeah, but most people don't get like that when they're drunk.
Yeah. If a couple starts talking to each other like this when they're drunk, it's time for the divorce, I think.
Yeah.
Let's sell you journals. Oh, wait.
Hey.
Hey, you're not watching. No, you're not selling
You don't wanna
out.
sell out, Magic Mike.
No.
You don't wanna
Yeah,
sell out.
no one does 21 drunk street when they're in their 20s. No, you're right. That's not selling out. No. When you're in your 20s, you should really know what you want. Like selling your journals.
If you didn't know who the fuck I was.
You're right. Go sell your journals like a real non-seller. 55-year-old. Or, I'm sorry,
6.
51. I don't know. It doesn't matter at this point.
No.
I don't think so.
It really doesn't.
I don't really think so. But you're right. I mean, hey, at least I didn't do like a TV show where I was heartbroken in my 20s. God, that would be like embarrassing. If only I was with someone in their 50s that could point that out to me. Imagine mine. If I really play a non-sexualized object. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You're right. You got me. You got it all figured out.
You don't even know what movies I've done.
If only
You haven't even taken an interest.
If only I could be like
but I had to
you. If
watch
only
your
I
fucking,
could be like
I had to watch your fucking direct and you trying to like.
You're a joke.
I love how she's
You're
taunting him about
right.
like movies he's done and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
he's done way more
I'm
in
the
his life
joke
than
of
you
the
have.
industry, Amber.
Yep.
I'm the joke. I'm the joke of the
I'm
industry.
sorry, I can't really hear you. I'm sorry. The reruns of all my bullshit are playing too loud for me to hear you. I'm gonna just go and pedal my way back. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's fucking bonkers. Absolutely
Yeah.
fucking bonkers.
She's mental. Completely mental.
Like, even if you take out the fact that she's apparently talking to her abuser like this, like, just, she sounds bonkers. Nobody laughs like that.
Yeah. It's such a passive-aggressive laugh as well. It's like a
It's
passive-aggressive
mocking him.
Joker laugh.
Yeah, it's like mocking
Yeah.
him. Like, ha ha, you're so ridiculous.
It's like a Kamala Harris level laugh.
Or like, you know, a Disney villain laugh.
Yeah.
You know, you'd expect
God,
Cruella
it's
to
not
laugh
creepy,
like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Like, she must have been out of it at the time. She must have just been shit-faced drunk and
Or forgot to
talking
take
him
her
like that.
meds for that day.
Yeah, Depp is moving to de-escalate with calming tone. She is unhinged and wants to rise. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, there's this one. Do you remember this?
Oh God, yeah.
I wanted to end, well, my one's on this fella because this was the most. I can't even play the whole thing, but I don't know if anybody saw this guy giving testimony. I think he talked for. He talked.
I saw him like I think I missed the part in the middle because like I saw him at the start of his testimony, and then I got bored and I probably went and done something.
Mhm.
Then I came back and he had like his jacket off and he's like leaning back in the chair like he's exhausted, just like, oh, really? Can we?
See, I was
Fuck both
getting
of them.
really confused during this testimony until somebody in the chat of the live stream I was watching pointed out that this person is a trans man, which makes the testimony make a little bit more sense because he's talking about how like he and Johnny were like hanging out together, and at one point he told Johnny that I think I love you, and Johnny had said that he thought he loved me too, and I'm like, I don't think Johnny Depp's gay. Like, I'm pretty sure that Johnny Depp's not gay, and that it's just the
I
way.
assumed it was like bro love, you know, like, oh, I love you, man, you're awesome, you know, like.
So you know, this little apparent homewrecker here was in love with Johnny, and now seems to want a piece of Amber because you know he's go away, beep boops. No thought bots. No. Oh, I can't even stop the thought bots from here. No thought bot. Thank you, Bleach. Stupid thought bots. Right, what was I saying before the thought bot came in?
White girls are here, bro.
Yeah, like, so apparently he was in love with Johnny. Now he seems to be in love with Amber. And gave the most boring, like, pointless testimony I've ever heard in all my life. Like, I'm not gonna play very much of it, but like, see if we
met Amber at the Children's Hospital while they were both volunteering, and knew that Amber had done quite a bit of LGBT activism, and mentioned my project to her, and then invited her over to the other friend invited Amber to her house so that we could all meet, and Amber and I discovered that we liked the same books, and we liked,
Like, none of this is relevant. How is any of this relevant to the trial?
laughed and had fun that night. And then I asked her if she would participate in the photo project, I think, or somebody did, and she said yes.
Like, how is any of this allowed? Like, surely that lawyer should be like, hearsay, relevant.
Yeah.
This guy literally
Conjecture.
just prattles on for.
And it was sweet. I was mostly hanging out with Amber and kind of meeting this person. It was a trip to meet someone.
It seems like, from what I could tell, and I couldn't watch the whole thing because I swear, like, just did not fucking stop talking. But it seemed like at one point he was like living rent free in their house, just like an actual mooch. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that guy was really boring. But like, you can skip to the end as well, and you just see like he just starts taking his clothes off, and he just doesn't give a shit anymore.
Feel crazy and outside himself, and that he had back leading up to the wedding, and he wasn't drinking. I don't think. I don't remember seeing him drink.
Then let me ask you this: after the ceremony, as you were walking to the reception,
What's he got to say about this?
I'm going to show you what has been marked as deposition.
What? I guess this is Amber's lip.
Right.
Like, that doesn't look like a split lip.
I mean,
It's like a cold
yeah,
sore
I
or
can kind of
something.
see it looks a bit like a busted lip, but man, I've had
like
worse than that just biting myself.
I know. Like, I guess maybe here.
Exhibit number 9. Do you recognize this picture?
Yes, I do.
Please describe.
This
Love is just pointing at it as well. Like, we're talking about this, not the carpet.
Look, here, right here, right here.
Yeah, right here. This is where the hair is.
I swear he's had enough of those cabinets. Oh, wait, wait, when did the shirt come off?
Yeah, this is why I missed it as well.
Right, we have to. Oh.
I
Ready?
guess he just kind of
Ready?
jumps to it.
So what if any? I'm going to show you the right
Yeah.
That's dog hair, yeah.
Jump cut.
Text message exchange dated 2/10/2016.
Oh, it says an edited deposition.
Okay.
Oh, so I guess it's not happening in real time. That's why it's no objections and stuff.
They had gotten into a fight sometime in the morning of the 16th / late at night on the 15th.
I can't watch any more of this person. Like, how long did he go for?
The deleted scene, yeah.
So you'd see.
All right, there's one more video that I completely forgot about, but I found it.
Right.
And this is where she fucks up again and accidentally calls her makeup a bruise kit. Did you see this?
No. Show me.
No?
Show me.
All right. So, for reference, a bruise kit is used in theatre and acting to put a bruise on, not to cover one up,
them.
right?
Alright, okay.
Yeah. And she accidentally calls it a bruise kit and then takes it back again. It's like, oh god.
My bruise kit.
I hope this is it because I haven't checked this one,
Let's
but
see.
it should be it.
We're gonna have to wrap up shortly after this because I think we're gonna be streaming at 5:30. So.
All right, okay. Well, I think this is 6 minutes long, so we'll go through this one and then we'll shut down for the night.
All right, let's go open that.
Well, I'll shut down for the night. You can go do more streaming.
More streaming. Yeah, I'll be over on the Big Green Bunch after this stream. So we'll be. I think we're starting Eco tonight. So Fairman will probably be harassing us all about the road system, and because we had to invite a German, and he has to build roads everywhere.
Of course.
And if you're
You need an autobahn.
Last time we made an eco survey, he basically did do that. And somebody's house was in the way, and instead of just like snaking the road around their house, he moved the entire house.
It's the German way. It's just like, you're in my way, get out of my way.
This house is in the way of the road. It's like, but the road can go around the corner. No, the road must go straight round the whole planet. Okay, Furman. So yeah, we might all horribly murder Furman if he tries to do that again.
After that'll be a good breaking point after the makeup. You said that you didn't testify, you didn't wear any makeup that day. We've heard all kinds of things about makeup in this case. Could you please tell the jury what your regular routine
a bit
was
quiet.
with respect to makeup?
Yes, I get up and wash my face like most of us, and I put on right away.
Sorry, I just can't help but notice this. It's
no, you can't stop seeing it, right?
It's so pronounced. Like, I feel like she's either got cheek implants or she's done something real funny with makeup.
Yeah, or I don't know. She doesn't even really have that like natural kind of Eastern European look, right? Like, she just doesn't really have really high cheekbones.
Yeah, but they're like here.
Yeah, it looks unnatural. She didn't look like
color...
that when she was younger.
No, she's definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it could be. It could be Botox. I don't know much about Botox, but I guess it could be. But it looks kind of like she's probably got like cheek implants and needs to bring this up.
Hmm.
But I can't unsee it now.
Yeah.
Moisturizer that has tinted foundation in it. And then I put another foundation on because it has sunblock in it. I have a skin condition that my skin reacts to the sun in a bad way. So I have to wear sunscreen.
It's called being white love.
Sunblock.
I don't understand what this is. She's got a bit of a habit of doing this.
It has sunblock in it. I have a skin condition that my skin reacts to the sun in a bad way.
She does this. She keeps doing that.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like she wants to chew on the lip and then thinks better of it. Like, this is not a natural position.
Yeah, that's a weird. Yeah, now that you pointed it out, yeah.
Like, and she does this a lot in this trial. Like, she's just like, I don't know. It's something I keep noticing, and it kind of annoys me.
So I have to wear sunscreen or sunblock every day. Anyway, so
why is that relevant?
Yeah, she just starts talking about garbage. Like,
it's
such a weird segment as well, because she goes off on like her makeup as well, but just gives you all these weird things about her makeup. Like, I don't know if she's like, she gets paid by commission or something. Like, she seems like a saleswoman.
Binary Surface says it's a guarding gesture. She's trying to stop herself from saying something. It's the equivalent of putting your hand in front of your mouth broadly. Interesting. Oh yeah, she's. Bleach Demon says that explains the busted lip, as she seems to have a habit of biting her lip. I mean, yeah, because I do that sometimes, and sometimes I'll be like, crap, like I fucking actually split it from biting it. But she's not actually biting her lip. It's just kind of like she does, like where she kind of pulls it into her mouth, but she's not chewing on her lip. She just ends up making this really weird face.
Both of those, I put on concealer. And
she suffers from RBF. What's RBF?
RBF?
Royal bitch fuckery.
Yeah, that must be it. Resting bitch face?
Resting bitch face, that's of course, yeah. Sorry. Told you I'm tired today.
I feel personally attacked by that.
Yeah, she kind of does attack resting bitch face. Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't help it, okay?
Resting biatch face.
Good morning. Okay. That's obviously if I don't have a bruise.
Now, when you had bruises or cuts of any nature, what would you do about those? Would you try to cover them up? Would you try to just leave them showing? What would you do?
Objection, Your Honor, leading.
Overruled out loud. Go ahead.
Well, I'm typically photographed in LA when I leave the house, paparazzi type of photograph. So I'm somewhat aware of that anyway. And no woman wants to walk around with a bruise on her face. So if I do have a bruise on my face or someplace visible, the main thing, you have to ice right away to reduce swelling, because no amount of makeup can fix swelling.
Oh, somebody told her that, I suppose.
Wait, again, there it is. It's theoretical language. Like, no woman wants to walk around with a bruise on her face. So if I would have a bruise on my face,
I wouldn't
like,
want to.
Not when I did have a bruise on my face.
Yeah,
when
like,
I would, it's like,
you would think it would be more like whenever, like, I was mortified that I'd allowed this to happen, and so I didn't want to go out with it on my face because people would see, they would know. So,
well, you'd be talking about an actual memory. So you'd be like, when I did have a bruise on my face, when I had a bruise on my face, not if I were to have a bruise on my face.
Yeah.
Again,
and then she's bringing in other women, like, no woman, we're not talking about anyone else, we're talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
But
exactly, she keeps doing that.
You ice it really soon. Arnica is also a great remedy, arnica cream. And then if you want to cover up a bruise...
if you want to cover up a bruise, we're not asking for advice on covering up bruises. We're asking what you did when you had a bruise on your face.
Yeah, not I covered up my bruise by doing this. If you want to cover up a bruise, this is what you would theoretically do.
Here's what I read online.
Foundation first, concealer, and then on top of that, I use a bruise kit. Not a bruise kit, it's a theater.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Not a bruise kit.
She accidentally said bruise kit. Which
she
is
said
what they use in theatre to put on bruises, not to take them off.
And she said theater, didn't she?
You obviously put foundation first, concealer, and then on top of that, I use a bruise kit. Not a bruise kit, it's a theater makeup kit, a color correction kit, but I called it my bruise kit.
And let me...
Yeah. Yeah, but a bruise kit is actually well known in acting as being something you use to put bruises on, not to hide them.
Yeah, which means that being an actress, she wouldn't name something else that. Like, you could maybe understand, like, some, bruised housewife somewhere having a kit and saying, oh, this is what I called my bruise kit because it was for covering my bruises. But she would know what a bruise kit is because she works with them.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds more like a TED talk than a testimony. Exactly.
And then
Bleach Demon says, sad trombone amber noises.
And the fact that she corrects herself means she knows she wasn't supposed to say that.
Yeah, she fucked up again. She said...
If you could by the microphone, please. We can't hear you. There you go.
May I approach?
I think that's all we wanted to see in that one.
That's pretty much it. Wait, no, I think there's also, you need to go soon. But yeah, there's also a part where she kind of holds up the makeup and she's talking about the greens and the purples and stuff like this. And people were like, why the fuck would you put green and purple on a bruise?
Color correction kit. This is not obviously the exact one I used to carry, but I used to carry it with me all the time. Sometimes this pink is sometimes a little bit more purple of a hue, and sometimes the kits are 3 colors. You can get them in 3 or 4 colors. Sometimes
she sounds like she's trying to sell the product.
The idea is that you want to counteract whatever color you're working with on the bruise.
Yeah, I don't think you would put those colors on to cover the bruise.
Yeah, she's like, oh, this one's usually more purple.
Yeah, I wouldn't be trying to put purple on to cover a bruise.
Yeah. Anyway.
You would if you were trying to make it look more like a bruise.
Yeah, if you're trying to make it more look like a bruise. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the fact that she said bruise kit, which is for putting bruises on.
Right, apparently Kip has just gone live, so that's probably a great time to actually wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
Because you didn't want to. You didn't want to
We're
go
going to
on
finish at 10, yeah.
too long anyway, so.
I'm super tired this week. I haven't slept all week, so
Go to bed, monkey.
yeah, after a few beers. It's Friday.
Oh, I run out of cider and I still need to do like another 4 hours of streaming.
Oh. Send her some emergency cider. Send her some emergency cider.
Send me cider, chat. But yeah, I don't think I can send people over to Gibbs's channel, although once again I will try. Stupid thing doesn't actually work, even though I've got permission to do. Oh, it works today! Right, you will get auto-directed over to Kyle's channel. There's nothing you can do about it. Well, except for close the window, but... right, so I will see most of you over there. And have a good night.
Yeah, have a good night, guys. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Bye.